Empty stalls and an empty dairy house is all Stan Hamlin has left of what was once the last dairy farm in Davis County.
My grandma and grandpa on my mother's side immigrated here in 1897, and then when my mom and dad got married, he gave them this 70 acres.
Stan Hamlin Dairy Farm used to be a bustling dairy operation.
As time went on, they had 7 children. My dad decided it's time to get something for these kids to do, so he bought cows, and we've been in the dairy business ever since.
With higher feed costs and the struggle to hire help, Hamlin can no longer afford to keep his family farm running.
We've been discussing it for several years, knowing that things were getting pretty tight.
Hamlin calls it the result of higher feed prices being driven up by bigger dairy farm competitors in places like California.
Last spring, we heard the news that California dairymen were going into Idaho, buying up hay at $285 a ton before it ever hit the ground, just to tie it up. And at that point, we decided we couldn't compete. So in March, we sold our cows.
Hamlin sold his more than 100 milking cows and 75 heifers in March to a larger but also struggling farm in Delta.
We maybe could have made it one more year, but our barn is old and needed repairs, and some of our tractors were on their last leg.
He also had trouble finding help.
Milking cows, to some, think that'd be fun, but after a week they decide, nah, it's not so fun, I'm going. So it is hard to find help and keep it, and if you're a dairy farmer, you have to rely on your help.
Tightening government regulations have also been a problem.
The government can't support everything and everyone, but if they want to keep open space and they want to keep farmers active and producing produce, they have got to somehow make it easier for a farmer to compete with developers. There is no way I can compete with a developer on the price of land.
Many other dairy farms used to operate in the area, but over the years have died out, being bought by developers and replaced with sprawling residential areas.
My son has already said, if you decide you're going to sell this land, you put my house in on the deal, because I'm not going to stay here and watch them tear down what we've done. So
Times used to be different. It's a struggle to say goodbye. Hamlin is wondering what he'll do next, but he's resisting the lure of developers' steady offers to purchase his land that has been in his family for more than a century.
I'm not going to sell the land. I'm going to hang on to the land, because once the land is gone for houses or whatever, it's gone. You never get it back.